Hi, I'm Scott Calhoun.
I'm Cindy Stansel.
I'm Paul Marston.
And I'm Calico Perry. We are Trinity's Stephen Ministry leaders.
And we know that you're going through difficult times, and we're here to talk if that's what you would like.
And how can Trinity Stephen Ministers help? Let us hear some stories.
My name is Amy Jones, and I've been a Stephen minister for about 6 years. The care receiver that I had was a relationship that was for several years, and we met because her daughter felt there was a need for her to have more connectivity in her life. And that's the way that our relationship sort of started and progressed from there. What I want people to know, it doesn't have to be you reaching out to the church to ask for a Stephen minister. It can be thinking about your mother or your daughter even, your father. It can be several ways that this can work. And I do think that's important for people to realize, is that we're real people connecting with you, and these are real relationships. We're just introduced to one another, maybe in a non-traditional way, but it's a way for somebody who's in need to feel safe, and certainly through the church. And the fact that it gets to grow from there, it just evolves like a normal relationship, hearing where they are and helping where you can, and realizing that most of the time people just need someone to talk to. And we're not there as Stephen ministers to fix it. We're not coming in to fix a problem. We're literally just there to listen, and if someone wants somebody to pray with, we're there to pray with our care receivers and help them through.
So my name's John Hitchens. I've been a member of Trinity Presbyterian my entire life. And I'm here to talk about Stephen ministry from someone who had a family member who benefited from it. Many know my grandmother, Edna Hitchens, who was a member back from the very beginning, early days. Trinity really was something she cherished just as much as her family, and that was the top of her list. And when she was unable to continue coming to services, it was very hard for her, but a lifeline for her really was the relationships who would visit her at Presbyterian Village or call and check in. And that made a huge difference in her life and her quality of life. And one of those relationships was Stephen ministry. She would talk to us all the time about the folks from Trinity, and I don't know who her Stephen minister was, but I know that people would touch base with her and check on her. And of course she had some Trinity members at the Presbyterian Village as well. So those relationships really continued all the way to the very end, and I know they made a huge difference for her. So I know we, right now during this time, we're all struggling with burdens, some more than others. And so I would just encourage anyone, if you're carrying something that you feel like you can't haul anymore on your own, that you'd reach out and take advantage of this incredible resource that Trinity has.
After the storm of my husband's death, everything was different. And it was like epiphany. I just never thought of it for me. I thought it had to be something catastrophic. Well, if that wasn't catastrophic, I don't know what was. So I called, and they assigned me one. And every week, she confidentially, carefully checked on me. And honestly, it was an anchor for me to get through that. And so when I thought about it later, I thought, everyone at Trinity needs to know this is a valuable gift that Trinity gives to people. I think a lot of people are assuming maybe that somebody else has to think their problem is serious enough to ask for one. And they don't realize they can just wake up one morning terrified and call. And they'll have somebody. That's what I want to get across. If you have a need to be heard, or just to talk something through, or to vent, or it's a safe, caring place right here, free.
If any of these stories sounds like you or someone you know, please feel free to contact us, either directly or by emailing at the email address you see there on your screen. We'll be happy to set you up in a confidential Stephen Ministry relationship. This is one way in which we help make God's love visible.